So I bought a shelf from Facebook and cut it into 3. Got the husband to put some drill holes in it. Here you see me putting some white gesso down as a nice base coat. I'm going to use a scouring pad because I just like the way that it gives a nice texture on the wood. There was a little bit of a lump of congealed gesso there that I just got out with some tissue. So yeah, just cover the wood. There's not really much room for error there, so just don't be intimidated. A lot of people think, oh my god, I can't do it, but I've literally just tried to do it as simply as I could with household things. I haven't got special brushes or anything. There we go. Obviously flip it over and do the sides. And I always get covered in paint, so don't be worried if you get it all over yourself. That's half the fun, I think. Also, I didn't pre-sand it. I did clean it off first, but I didn't pre-sand it because I will be sanding it in the end to get the effect I want. So rather than doing it twice, I'm just going to sand it at the end. Kind of the longest bit. I want a nice coat. Some people put 2 coats on, I'm just doing 1. Next is some blue emulsion that I got from Wilko's, just to test the pot. Just sporadically put over because you don't need it all over. The white is to cover the wood. The blue is to get a nice effect when I've done my sanding. I did obviously flip it and pause the video there, so I have done the back, but obviously I didn't want the video to be too long because it gets a bit boring. Right, that there is black gesso, so that is now going to be the last coat that I put on. And it kind of seems crazy when I've put all those other layers underneath, but it will make sense in the end. I wanted to get a rustic effect, like an old sign effect. And it looks kind of weird there. My daughter said it looks like I've got soap on it, but it's not. It's where the scouring pad is kind of scratching the surface and exposing the white underneath, which is perfect for what I wanted. I should say the wood measures 2 inches by 8 inches by 21.5 inches. It's quite heavy. Right, yes, I didn't have sandpaper, so I used a buffing block because I do like to do my nails every now and again. And again, I don't want to have to go out and buy lots of things. If you've got a nail file at home, it will work. It doesn't matter. You just got to put a bit of elbow grease in. You'll see that it does work. Again, I do cut this part of this video short because it's really long-winded, but you'll get the general idea. Just sand until you get the effect you want. I wanted the corners nice and smooth and edged off, rounded off. And by doing that, you will expose some of the wood, so it takes all the layers of the paint off. But you also see a gradual effect. You'll see some of the blue that I put on there, and you'll see some of the white that I put on there, which is what I wanted. These are some Plasticoat sprays. I got them from Boys. I just wanted to just add a little bit of something else to it, just some depth or just something, because I'm just one of these people that can't just let things be how they are. I have to add more to it. So this is actually a pretty simple design for me. So that's the silver. Doesn't have to be perfect. Don't worry about it being perfect. Just put it on where you need it, or where you want it. Just go with it. That's the copper. Just so that when it's finished and the light catches it, you will see those shimmery effects. So it just gives it something else. Okay, can't really see it, but it's nice. Right, it's wiping off the debris. I have let it dry in between all of these videos as well. They're obviously all lumped together, but you have to let the paint dry well first. Right, there's my design that I created on my silhouette, my Cameo 4. Peeling the backing sheet off. I'd already put the application sheet on the front ready to do it, and I'll show you how I did that in a second, but we're just positioning it there. That is just normal sign vinyl. Some people use iron-on. I'm just using normal sign vinyl. Here's a short clip on how I did it, just so you can see that I designed it, cut it, weeded it. We all love weeding. It did take quite a while to get the feather weeded. The whole project took me about 4 hours, to be honest. So there it is, done. Right, there we are, back to me putting it on the wood. Some people like to stencil rather than put this writing on directly like this, but I've tried both. I actually prefer this way. Like, obviously you can't just leave it like that because it will peel off eventually. There was a little bit there that hadn't come off, so I just got that out with a pin. Check that it adhered right. Now there it is on my ironing board. High temperature on the iron, no steam. Don't move it, just press it on. I counted about 10 seconds each time with a good press on there. And that is a Teflon sheet that is between the sign and the iron. If you use paper, it's going to stick. If you use material, that's going to stick. Have a Teflon sheet, or greaseproof paper I think works as well. That's so the heat can transfer through, and it basically turns the vinyl into a pliable material, I suppose. So technically it turns it to paint because it turns it into a liquid briefly, and it does give you a nice painted effect. Gently peel your Teflon off, make sure that it's all stuck down nice, which it is. I just rubbed my finger on there just to make sure that it was relatively smooth. I don't press too hard, just gently. Right, just finishing it off with a coat spray, like almost like a varnish I suppose, but that's a matte finish spray. I think that's a plastic coat one as well. Just a nice coat on there, and I did that outside in my garden because you need a really well ventilated area. And I left that to dry for a couple of hours. That was it drying, and then I added 10mm rope, and that's it finished.